there. In the meantime, on June 25th and 26th, we have 2 fun events. So check out Vacation Days if you're aboard the Concha del Mar, and if you're in the city, represent your affiliation at Rival Day. That's it for me. I'll see you at 2K TV Tuesday.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, Kevin, you know, when you've got experienced players on the court, then you typically have a composed team. And that means that you won't see either team.
Coming out of the floor for the
Nets. For Kevin Durant. Now, here's Porter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Boss. Brooklyn with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Boss. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside, Porter. Over Curry. Passes to Boss. To the paint and stolen by Irving. An even 3-on-3 break. Harris, right side. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Martin. Rockets leading by 10. Pass to Boss. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Boss. Defended by Drummond. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Ball.
Here's Simmons. 14 points from him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And Drummond kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Boss passes to Şengün. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Nets trail by 10. The baseline jam. And the shot falls short this time.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Irving. Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. They're getting the first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Poked away. Porter, no luck. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. So valuable on the defensive side of the ball. Simmons goes beyond personal part. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending. He's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Brooklyn making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Blake Griffin comes in for Seth Curry. And Thomas subbed in for Harris. To the middle. Here's Boss to stop the drought. That one, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Boss, guarded by Simmons. Martin kicks to Porter. From outside, off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Count it.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it
2
close.
minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Boss. Aldridge is covering. Over to the wing. Boss gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Irving. Şengün with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Porter passes to Boss. 1:24 left in the first. Back to Porter. Plenty of space. Off the left rim and out.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Griffin finds Simmons. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Aldridge. Irving drives in. Nice D from Porter.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The pass to Boss. Six on the shot clock. Here's Martin. Count that bucket.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Outside Irving. The teardrop falls in.
Irving.
Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Boss. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And
Coach just wants me to be aggressive.
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far for the Rockets, guys.
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rallied. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Thomas is out there with Griffin. That's Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Simmons in at the point. Houston moving the ball around. Schroeder against Aldridge. And it's Schroeder missing.
I'm a fan
Houston
of anybody
foul.
who defends that way.
Number
They weren't
10.
about to open
That's
the
his
door and
first
just allow
personal
him
foul.
to cruise in for a
First
layup.
team foul.
Really no idea
Coming
why
out of
you're
the floor for the
fouling in a
Nets.
situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Aldridge.
Aldridge.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
No good off the back of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And there's
That's
the
his
call
second
on
personal
Brooks.
foul.
That's foul
Second
number 2
team
for him.
foul.
And the foul is called.
Rockets
Intentionally
foul.
grabbed in there for
Number
some
10.
reason. I don't know.
That's
Kevin,
his
all
third
I can
personal
think
foul.
of is that he's
Third
trying to
team
slow the
foul.
game down a little bit.
Coming out of the floor
So
for the
it's the
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets looking at him. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. He's checked in for the Rockets. We've got Jayshawn Tate. Passes out
That'll be a backcourt
and there's Gordon.
violation.
And it's Wood in the
Nets
five
ball.
down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And now we've got the
Rockets
intentional foul.
No. Coming out of the floor for the
And
Nets.
going with a whole new group. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Thomas checked in for Harris. And Simmons subbed in for Seth Curry. And that one falls for Martin. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls
Houston
these
foul.
guards do on the perimeter.
Number.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Oh, do we have big news today in our basketball world? Is that our old friend MP officially wants out. We knew this thanks to the embarrassing interview he gave to Candace Green of the Pin Down. Not only did he confirm that he wants a trade, making this way too public, but he talked about where he wants to get traded. This kid is an embarrassment to the game. What have you done to demand a trade this early in your career, MP? And then make it all public like this. You're making it impossible for your GM, who overruled his coach to draft you, by the way, to get a good return for you. It's an embarrassment, plain and simple. But what do you expect from this so-called YouTube star? Not about the game, all about the fame. Carry on.
Welcome to a very special edition of 2K TV.
It's our annual 2K TV award show.
So you know what that means. I had to bust out the gold suit because tonight we're celebrating you, the community.
You look very nice, Chris. I'm so excited to give out these awards, and I'm happy to announce that this year's awards are brought to you by Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA.
Up next, the Rockets taking on the Bucks. For the Houston Rockets, it's been a tough road for this team so far, but tonight, time to start the weekend in style. Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Grayson Allen is out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's Portis in at the power forward position. And for Houston, Ed Grant.
Substitution.
Well, it's the name of the game nowadays.
Shooting
the
for
math
Milwaukee.
is unavoidable. If you can't space the floor, you get left behind.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Ibaka, he's checked in for Lopez. Nora comes in for Chris Middleton. Connaughton, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Carter in for Drew Holiday. Hill, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Tipped away.
George Hill.
Porter against Hill. Porter gets the bucket.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Milwaukee in the lead. Hill, the pass to Ibaka. Outside, Hill. It's rebounded by Houston.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Martin. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his
you
first
never want to
personal
let
foul.
shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Rocket.
And the second free throw is good. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Pass to Nora. Carter with it. 5 on the clock.
Houston foul. Number 10. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Connaughton. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Carter, the pass to Ibaka. Up and over Porter. Ibaka's shot is off. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Over to the left wing. Pass to Boss. Lets it go. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise,
Jordan
it's just predictable.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Boss. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Hey, Grant, some of the more wild news with this team. MP very much confirmed that he's unhappy and wants out of Dodge.
Houston foul.
BA, if anyone was wondering
Number 10. Buck substitution.
Green the 2 with Gordon the 3. Christian Wood out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Boss in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Tate passes to Green. Inside, Lopez with the steal. Takes a 13-footer. No good, off the front rim. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
This Bucks team is arguably the most talented in franchise history. At the same time, the East has gotten tougher, so the Bucks are looking to improvise. Giannis said, quote, "We're getting better, trying new things, changing our schemes. That's something we think is going to help us." Brian?
Using the regular season to experiment, Allen. Interesting. Thank you. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul.
Number 10.
No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there.
Houston foul.
He needs to get his head in the game.
for the Bucks.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top. They lead by 1. And don't. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So both teams changing it up here. Taking a look at the Bucks. Drew Holiday out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Portis in at the 4.
Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. That's a tough. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen. You've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We appreciate you tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Ooh, I'm thinking Vietnamese tonight.
By me.
Yeah.
Hey, good game, man.
So what are you trying to,
See, that's what I'm talking about. What was that?
He'll get over it.
Look, Rick, this supposed to be business. That look personal.
Well, you know it's both. Well, you telling me you wouldn't be mad if he asked for a trade?
All I'm saying is that's his life. He can do whatever he want to do with his life. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
It's also his team, MP. So, yeah, you want an out? He gonna take it personally.
Y'all making this harder than this got to be.
What, you thought it was just gonna be rainbows and sunshine?
Is that necessary?
You
Whatever you about to say is
unnecessary, Rick. Look, you got to snap out of this, all right? This is only going to get more intense from here, and I don't need you doing nothing stupid.
Doing something stupid? Doing something stupid how, bro?
You already stressing out because your teammate's mad at you because you asked for a trade. If this is really what you worried about, you really going to have a harsh reality.
I get it, fam. It's all just moving faster than what I expected. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, it's here now, man, so put your big boy pants on.
Like those JNCOs you got in the 8th grade.
That was a phase, and I was finding myself.
In a giant pair of parachute pants.
You know what? You said you weren't going to bring it up again. I'm done with you.
Hey, that was the last time, I swear. Ooh, you look like a clown, bro.
In our book, you're all winners. So before we announce the winners of this year's awards, here's some 2K TV Interactive.
That's right, we're making it pretty easy, so we're practically handing you some free VC. So listen up and make sure you hit the right button.
All right, here's the question. Which team took the title of 2022 NBA champions?
Was it
A terrific look at the city.
Thank you very much.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Jason Tate out there with Christian Wood.
Rockets
Have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point.
Yes, Kevin, the major forces you know for sure. There are always some teams you just can't tell if they're legit or not.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. It's rebounded by Houston. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, particularly here to start the game. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about the line for your
For Memphis, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Brooks. The Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in.
For your Grizzlies, Zaire Williams.
And there's the call on Bucks.
Number 10.
So that will be his second foul of the game with the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line. Substitution for the Rockets.
Rockets trail by 9. And there's the second call as they can't get it across half-court in time. So on the floor for Houston. They've got Porter. He's out there with Boss. Wood out there with Gordon. And it's Şengün in at the 4. And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back steep.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game. Dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Rockets trail by 11. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And there's the call on Bucks.
Number 10.
His third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooks outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Morant. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone. A bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
And then Morant.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
How about turnover for him alone here in this quarter? He has got to do a better job.
And he drives in, and he converts the layup. Morant's got 17.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
And there's the second call as they can't get it across half-court in time.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Morant. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Houston. After a whistle, the offensive players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we would appreciate a call.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 21.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And again, the turnover by the Rockets.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Here's Brooks. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Muscling his way around the floor, Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50%. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
And there's the call.
Substitution for the
John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He has been a determined scorer. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very...
Substitution for the Rockets.
John Wall. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And we have an intentional foul there.
Substitution on the court.
They've got John Morant. He's out there with Jones. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Tillman in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jones against Schroeder. Clark outside. To the inside. Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got 14 points.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Conchar, good.
Great ball movement there.
Here's Boss. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Inside. Here's Conchar. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
The Achilles heel of this team right now, turnovers.
Here's Jones. 11 points in the game. Down low. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Boss. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. From deep. Houston with a new 14. Five on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Houston making a switch. Wall's checked in.
Substitution for the Rockets, John Wall.
Here's Conchar. He's got 20. On the basket by Jones.
Just impressive with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Here's Boss. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Grizzlies ball.
Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Jones.
2 minutes
Scoring the
remaining in the
bucket. He's
game.
made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And so Houston again turning it over. Outside Williams, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down the transition. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Memphis ball.
The Grizzlies shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
The Rockets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And the rebound goes to Martin. And for Houston, they're shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Not much on the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
A lot of points off their turnovers this quarter. Way too many.
Jones, no one around him. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the lead.
Puts it up off the inbound, and he sinks the layup. Jones has got 15 points here in the second half.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Boss, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Five to shoot. And the turnover. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Grizzlies ball.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones finds Williams. Here's Tillman. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jones, no luck. Christopher, the pass to Boss. And so it's Memphis, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And some off-court news, too, for MP. He is partnered with Mountain Dew to be a spokesman for the company.
And Zach Levine also with Mountain Dew.
Rocket
fits their brand.
Number 2.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had
that lead and it was comfortable. They were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony,
All right, Kristen, so what's the word? You got some news for me?
I do.
Okay, and?
The trade's a go.
To where?
You're working with the best, MP. You think we'd get you anywhere but your top destination?
Yo, stop. Are you serious?
Yes. Look, I like jokes as much as the next guy, but I wouldn't kid about this. It's done. Pack your bags.
Pack your bags, baby! Yes! Hey, yo, I gotta call Ricky. Kristen, look. Oh, my God. Thank you. You are a real one.
It was a group effort, but thank you. We're really happy we can make this work for you.
Hey, pack your bags. I'm packing my bags and I'm gone, baby! Yep. Okay. Yo, and Harvey, he cool with the trade package?
Given the circumstances, he's okay with the return.
Oh, man, that's a relief for sure.
To top it off, the public has a very favorable perception of how you handled this whole thing. So we're right where we want to be from a branding perspective.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Yo, I just want you to know what you and your whole team did for me. I really appreciate it.
It's our
I really
pleasure. Truly. Now, all you have to do is prove that you were worth all this fuss.
Oh, say less. I'm out. Yo, Kristen, I will talk to you later. Deal. I have to call Ricky.
It's kind of crazy how similar this apartment is to our last one, huh?
Kind of freaked out, to be honest with you.
Don't be freaked out, man. It's just called interior decorating.
Bro, even the layout's the same. Everything.
Dog, you know that like 3 companies build all the high-rises in the city. It's not that crazy.
This is depressing, bro. The sameness of it all. What is this?
Depressing? What are you, an architecture buff now?
I just would like a little originality, homie. I'm not trying to be controversial.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Is that what you want me to say?
I'm just saying, are you good? Like, are you anxious? What's the problem here?
Look, anxious ain't the right word, but look, you got a lot of eyes on you right now. And after everything that's happened, I mean, this trade is a huge story.
As it should be.
Look, just go out there and put your best foot forward tonight, all right? I don't need you turning it over and bricking shots just because you're trying to prove a point. If you do, the media will bury you.
Is this supposed to be a pep talk, bro?
It's just the truth. Yes, you have fans that love you, but you've also got a sizable group that hates all that you're about. And if you don't deliver, they'll make sure you hear about it.
Ricky, there's always pressure, bro. This is why I get paid what I get paid, okay? I got this. Stop sweating it.
All right, man, I want to make sure everything goes great for us. That's all.
Look, you did the manager thing. All right, sit back, take it easy. All I got to do is hoop.
Yeah, and if you play well enough, maybe we can get you a more original crib on your next contract. You know, I'm thinking something with some penthouse vibes. Yeah. It'll look different. I promise.